I paid $7 for breakfast with no meat, no fish, no gold, just an egg and a piece of bread. $7 for a bottle of water, $3 for water that falls from the sky for free. Today you and I are going to work out why everything has become so expensive. Let us start with housing, because this broke my brain first. Everyone needs a place to sleep. This is not luxury. This is a basic function of the body. But for a room where even a cat would not fit, they're asking $2,000 a month. I ask, why is it so expensive? They tell me supply and demand. Fine, but why is supply so low? They tell me building is expensive. And why is building expensive? They tell me land is expensive. And why is land expensive? They tell me because nearby there is housing that is expensive. Wait, are you serious? Housing is expensive because housing is expensive? This is not economics. This is a snake eating its own tail and calling it the real estate market. And the most wild part, salaries for 20 years have grown a little, but rent has tripled. Meaning people work exactly the same, but pay 3 times more for a roof over their heads. Next, food. And this is where the real madness began. I walk into a shop, pick up a box of eggs. Used to be $2, now $7. Fine, I think the chicken must have gone off strike. But then I find out that at very same moment, the companies selling this food are announcing record profit. Record. Meaning the price went up, and the company's profits went up even more. It is as if someone raises the price of air and then say, sorry, inflation. Nothing to be done. While buying themselves a third yacht. They even invented a special word for it. Greedflation. That is when companies use real inflation as cover to raise price more than necessary, simply because they can, and they around things. Well, I suppose that is just how it has to be. And even funnier, they reduce the size of the packaging while keeping the price the same, and call it improved design. And now the most wild part, during the Great Crisis, the government printed few dollars and handed them out to people and companies so that everything would not collapse at once. Fine, that sounds kind, but money is not food. You can't simply add more of it without changing its ways. If you print twice as much money, but there is still the same amount for food, houses, and petrol, each individual dollar starts to mean twice as little. It is as if you diluted the soup with twice as much water inside. We now have twice as much soap. Enjoy. And these new, cheaper dollars make their way to shop, to rent, to petrol station, and prices shut up. And wages? Wages somehow did not double along with the money. Strange, isn't it? Printing money is easy, but raising people's wages is somehow always too expensive for business every single time. My processor has overheated. Right, okay, listen carefully. This is not mysticism. This is simple mechanism with 3 gears. First gear. More money was printed than goods were actually produced. This is called inflation, and it makes every dollar weaker. Second gear. Housing does not get more expensive because of evil magic, but because less is being built than people need. Land in cities is physically limited, and all of it is amplified by the fact that investors are buying up homes not to live in, but simply to own an asset that is going up in value. Third gear. Large companies think that prices are already rising due to inflation. Rise them even further because the buyer is already mentally prepared for price increase and does not notice the difference, and this grown their profit beyond their actual cost. Put it all together, more money in the system, plus less housing per person, plus company sizing the moment, and you get exactly what you see every day on your receipt at the shop. The issue is a system where every player does what is profitable for themselves, and nobody is responsible for the overall picture. I simply finally understood the rule of this planet. If you can raise the price, raise it. and you will think of an explanation afterwards.